Hi everybody, thanks for coming to the monthly challenge bike shop income statement challenge solution video. So today we kind of are wrapping up this bike shop train that we've had in the last couple SQL challenges. And so today we're gonna go through the available inventory query from the last weekly challenge, and then also the new query that you wrote to create a view for the income statement, and then just a basic connection and visualization in Power BI. So let's start with the queries. First, you need to basically just download this new file that's going to create a view for the available inventory view. And so if you go ahead and run it, it's gonna, if you've already created the view in a previous challenge, it's gonna drop it and then create this view just to make sure that you're starting at the same point as the challenge. And then if you haven't created it already, it's just gonna go ahead and create that view for you. And so then let's take a look at, then you also need to create basically an income statement, and it's not an income statement in the normal sense, but what it is basically you're just kind of creating a table that contains columns of significant data points in the for each store in each year. So you're going to select the store name, year, you're going to sum list price times quantity to get gross revenue. Then you're going to take the negative sum of discount times quantity as total discounts, and then negative sum of list price divided by 1.1 as cost of goods sold. And we've determined that because there's a 10% markup on cost of goods sold, that's the formula to do that. And then you just take the from, and then you're going to group by store name and year. And to create it as a view, you just throw that select statement in the create view statement. And you just say create view sales.income statement as, and then put in your select statement. So looks like it's asking me to connect to my server there. Okay. And we need to be in the bike stores. There we go. Okay. So now we've created both of the views. We need to come to Power BI. So let's open Power BI. I'm actually going to go ahead and open up a new report just to show you kind of the method of connecting to SQL Server. So right here, what we're going to do is add data to our report. We're going to just import data from SQL Server. Click on that. All right, server, my local server's name is localhost. Database is the bike stores. We're going to just import. Okay. So as you can see, both of these views are here at the top that we're wanting to import. So let's go ahead and load both of those. And there you go. It's that easy to load your data. As you can see, if we drop down both of these, we've got our columns. And yeah, it's that easy to load data in from SQL Server. I typically prefer to create a view or a function in, or a procedure in SQL Server and then load that, as opposed to loading tables and then transforming them in Power BI. I just find SQL to be a little bit more powerful when I'm creating my tables, and so I tend to prefer that. But there also is the way you could try to manipulate your data directly from the tables in Power BI. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the unpivot. We're gonna unpivot the income statement data, and so let's take a look at that. All right, so as you can see, we've got just kind of like these columns. I'm not sure. If let's come to sales dot income statement. Oh, previous 6 days old. That's why. All right, so we need to unpivot each of these 3 columns. So we're going to highlight that, go to transform, unpivot columns, and as you can see, now we have the attribute and value there. So basically, the reason why we're doing that is because we needed each of the essentially the attributes and values to be in the same columns so that we could throw it into a waterfall chart. But now that we've done that, we can easily make the waterfall chart, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up the solution here. So as you can see, we've got I renamed this to account, so it's the sales income attribute is in category, value is in the value, and so we've got our gross revenue, discounts, which is very, very small, so it's going to show up as 0 million, and then our cost of goods sold, which leads us to our total, which is our gross profit. This is a pretty basic visualization, but I just kind of wanted to use it to essentially show you how you can connect data into Power BI directly from SQL Server. These slicers were created. You basically just throw a column out here and then change it to a slicer, and then to manipulate the slicer settings, you go into this middle, and then you can change it here. I've selected it as a drop down for year. Okay, and now let's take a look at available inventory. So basically here we just took the available inventory and threw some of these columns in, and then here we did a nested slicer. So we've got brand name and product name, and right now to get this, I selected basically all the products within the Haro brand. Well, that is it for this challenge. Thanks for completing it, and I hope you learned a little bit more about creating views in SQL Server and then connecting them into Power BI for visualization. Thanks for watching.